Alright, so I started this one off simple by spawning just 10 humans in one kingdom, and then I just let them develop. So the thing about Worldbox is, I'm pretty sure if anyone who's watching this play the game, is that like if you let a kingdom just expand on its own, they'll keep expanding until the king's like stewardship runs out. So like eventually there'll be a point where the king, like he can't manage that many villages, so then like revolts happen. So for the first like several decades actually, these guys just expand. And I don't know about y'all, but there's something satisfying about watching just one kingdom expand. I mean, yes, it's entertaining to see many, but like also just like one kingdom expanding into the world forever. Like I don't know, it's just very satisfying. Like there's nothing to stop them, and as you can see here, nothing is really stopping them. They've taken about maybe like a third of the entire map now, and this is what's called the Av Imperium, right? You're gonna see a little bunch of different names, but this is the one that starts it all off. As you can see, they've also created like a little armies, and like um, so this is something I learned later, but like each village has its own little like army, and when the villages revolt, that army defects to the side of the revolt. I don't know. I remember finding that out. And as you can see, there's a revolt showing up right now. And ooh, would you look at that? The Kingdom of Y shows up, and this revolt is actually like okay. So it's actually really strong, right? And they actually start beating back the main kingdom, and within just about a decade of fighting, they've already taken over the original kingdom. And that's really rare because most of the time in Worldbox, whenever a revolt of like especially a big kingdom shows up, it takes a while. Like it takes several revolts before the big kingdom actually falls down. So this is really unique. The Y kingdom was able to like overthrow them. Also, you may notice the world setting on fire. That's because this is the age of sun and fire monsters spawned. Yeah, they're real bitches. It's really annoying. These fire monsters. And yeah, no. So the Kingdom of Y is just dealing with that. Like, it's actually kind of like yeah, they took over just to deal with these burning monsters. I mean, the parts of I mean, yeah, you can see those little battle icons too. Like they're fighting them. And I mean, the parts of the island that are like out of touch of the kingdom are especially on fire. But after the age of sun goes, those monsters disappear. There have been games where I've actually seen those monsters completely destroy the kingdom. So I'm surprised that I'm actually happy that didn't happen this time. But anyways, the kingdom of Y continues to expand around, but that results in rebellions. And so this rebellion, the Rahumi kingdom, shows up, and they get crushed. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like it always takes like a couple of rebellions before a big empire is crushed. It's actually still like it actually is surprising to me that the Kingdom of Y was able to like first rebellion was successful, and these guys have an amazing run, by the way. They've been going for like decades now, a solid streak of ruling this giant continent. And as you can see, they're expanding further and further, but another rebellion. And while that rebellion's being fought, another one's being generated, and that rebels too. And another one's being generated. Three back-to-back rebellions. Can they take it back? I mean, don't doubt the Y Kingdom. They took back one of them, and now they're gonna take the other. But again, as one revolt gets crushed, another starts up, and another starts up. Dang. Nah, it must be a real headache to rule this kind of territory. The fact that it was actually like that historically too. Like rebellions would happen for kings like left and right, and they'd have to like put that shit down. But I think now we're gonna see the gradual disintegration of Y, right? Now they're declaring war on the realm of Awoto. They're trying to take back their former territories, and they are successful because they're not fighting multiple rebellions at the same time. So they are very much successful in their reconquest. Now, whether they can take back the Aluda, I can't read that properly. Aluda Empire, the orange one, the Orange Empire. Whether they're successful in that, goodness knows. Also, I think around this time, UFOs showed up into the world. Yeah, that shit was funny to watch. I can't lie, but yeah, UFOs show up into the world, and while they declare war on the Orange Empire thingy, another revolt shows up, the Sai Kingdom, and yes. So while they defeat that former rebellion, another one shows up, and by this time, actually by a lot, actually this was a long time ago, but humanity has completely colonized this island. So everywhere there's a village, and once oh now the UFOs show up. My bad. The UFOs show up now. And what's funny is the UFOs show up exactly over the territory that was rebelling, which I don't know, I found that funny. Government sponsored UFOs. Anyways, the Y Kingdom continues to get hit by rebellions, and I want y'all to realize that the Y Kingdom has been having a straight run for about like over 100 years. Over 100 years, by the way. It's actually impressive, and they're still holding on to power, which yeah, it's something. It's insane, especially for a civilization simulation game where the kingdoms will just rise and fall like anything. But here, nah, the Y Kingdom has an insanely amazing run, and it's not even over yet. Right? So again, more rebellions showing up. The holy, I can't read that other word, but yeah, the holy something, the white people, the white ones. Anyways, yeah, they show up, but then the Iv kingdom declares war on them, and then yes, now the two rebel. See, this is a really cool feature of this game as well. Whenever there's three nations, or like three or more nations, and then there's like one nation that's really hegemonic and powerful, the two smaller ones will, like 90% of the time, they will always form an alliance. And now that alliance is gonna bear fruit when they finally will they finally defeat the Y Kingdom? Actually, let's see. Let's see whether they will. You guys, I'm not gonna spoil it, but you guys will see. Right now, it's a very close fought battle. The Y Kingdom looks like, I mean, they still have most of the territory though, but they're fighting two opponents. Fighting two opponents on two sides. Can they do it? It's a long fight. The Y Kingdom is not gonna go out quietly either. But gradually, they are being worn down, right? It's a very intense back and forth actually. I love these kinds of wars where like you can never tell who's gonna win until the very end. But now the Y Kingdom is slowly being grind down, and finally their run ends and the Iv Kingdom wins, and now they're gonna break the alliance. That's what happens every time as well. The second the hegemonic power is defeated, the alliance gets broken. Also, shout out to the random meteors that keep hitting this world. I don't know if you guys noticed the flashes, but yes, there was one meteor that like hit specifically on the capital city of the Y Kingdom, which I found hilarious. But yeah, and now Iv, being the hegemonic superpower, must face rebellions of its own, and that is exactly what we see here. It is the I can't read that, but the orange one, the orange people again. The orange people come rise up again, right? So first it was first it was the hot pink that was dominating the world. Now it's the blue. Now the gray, not even gray. That's black. Yes, the black nation is rising up. Realm of the Shah. Yes, okay, that one I read properly. Anyways, yeah, they crushed this rebellion. It's no problem. But as soon as they crush it, another one shows up. That's the best part about this though. Like the simulation never ends. So it never really ends. Like it'll always keep running, unless of course I turned off the rebellions, and then like just let it play out. Because even if your king has enough stewardship, that king is gonna die, and then gonna get replaced by someone with less stewardship. So like yeah, it never ends. Which I mean, that's kind of reflective of human history, to be fair. So uh, good on for a civilization game. Also, yes, they're now the Iv Empire is now facing even more rebellions, and two of the former rebellions allied together, the light blue and the white. I'm gonna just start saying the colors, bro. I'm I'm too lazy to get all these names, but yeah, it's very very interesting. And now the rebellions are joining and destroying the other rebellion, which is strange, but yes. And now another rebellion. See, this is the thing. It makes you wonder, like, how much population. I mean, all the population that has been like lost in this world. or at least 90% of it was due to rebellions. That's an interesting thing. Like, now I'm actually curious. What if I turned off rebellions and then just let the world develop? Like, how far could the population go up? That's a future video idea. There, right there. That's a future video idea right there. Next video coming up on this channel. How high can the population go? Like sustainably, that is, like naturally grow. I mean, I could just put like 10,000 people, but they're all gonna starve instantly. And now the vampire is gonna die, and I'll have to end the video here. Goodbye, guys. See you in the next one.